very interesting.
Thank you, Ashaji. Gandhiji, as we call him, Gandhi, he went to, Gandhiji means respect. When we add a G to somebody's name, we are actually saying Mr. So I use the word Gandhi and Gandhiji interchangeably, so I want you to know that. Next. Gandhi lands in South Africa in April 1893, and he joins as an advisor, because he's a lawyer, he joins as an advisor to a law firm in South Africa. And he thought he had escaped the discrimination of the British in India. He thought by going to South Africa, he'd be treated differently. No, no. He was treated pretty badly, even in South Africa. Because of what? Because he was Indian. He had brown skin. He had a different skin color than the people in South Africa. The people in South Africa at that time were predominantly white. So he faced a lot of discrimination as a person of different color, and we call that racism. So he faced racism and discrimination in South Africa. All Indians in South Africa at that time were called coolies. A coolie means a lowly form of laborer. And Gandhiji was called a coolie barrister, which is barrister. It's a form of mocking him. How did we know about the discrimination? I show you two incidents in Gandhi's life at that time. One, Gandhi decides to go from Natal, a place in South Africa, to Pretoria. He needs to take a train. He takes a first-class ticket because he's wealthy enough to have a first-class ticket. He goes in there, he sits there. After about an hour, a white South African gets in the train and he says to Gandhi, I want you to get up and give me the seat and get out. Gandhi says, I have a first-class ticket. Why do I have to get out? He says, because you are not supposed to sit here. When I am sitting, nobody else can sit down. Get out. So Gandhiji, he calls the police. Gandhi is kicked out of the train. From there, he decides, oh, I'll take a stagecoach. And those days, it was driven by horses. So he gets in a stagecoach. He sits there. He also has a ticket. After an hour or two, another white South African, he gets on the stagecoach and he tells Gandhi, get down and sit near where the horses are sitting. And Gandhi says, no, I won't sit there. I have a ticket. No, because you are not a person of white color. So you have to sit down. So he treats him badly by kicking him, beating him, pulling him down. But Gandhi, as you know, he's very courageous. He's unafraid. He does not get down. And beating him, see all the other passengers, they tell this man, go away. So they tell this person to go away and not trouble Gandhi. So Gandhi wins. And from this incident, he realizes that as long as you stand up and fight discrimination, when you fight racism, you can win. And we'll see how he does that. Gandhi decides to fight discrimination. And you saw Ashaji describe Gandhi as a shy person who does not know to talk. But Gandhi, because of the discrimination, he becomes bold. He becomes courageous. He calls a meeting. Thousands of people show up. He tells them about the discrimination they face in South Africa, and he unites them. And we'll show you how he unites them. He needs to go to India, so he goes for a year, brings his family to South Africa because he decides to stay in South Africa and fight discrimination. On the way back from India, he lands in South Africa, and people are waiting for him. White South Africans are angry that Gandhi has returned back. They decide to throw stones at him. As soon as he lands out of the ship, people are throwing stones at him. But Gandhi is unafraid. He continues walking even though stones are landing on his head and blood is coming. But a lady who's the wife of the commissioner of police, she comes with an umbrella and shields Gandhi and protects him. And so he's able to survive that day. But so there are good people in South Africa who protect him, protect Gandhi. And Gandhi realizes to continue his fight. Gandhi comes and creates another organization which is called the Natal Indian Congress, which is to unite all the Indians in South Africa. And by the time he speaks, now we have tens of thousands of people listening to him. And Gandhi, by this time, you must have realized he has three outstanding qualities. What is that? One?
Bravery.
Bravery. Anybody? Number two?
Resistance.
Resistance. Good. Number three? Anybody? Third one? Yes?
Honesty.
Honesty, great. All three qualities, very, very true. So he's unafraid. He's not afraid. So that's something we all have to learn. He's not afraid of discrimination or racism or anything in his way. Second, he believed in telling the truth. You know that from his very young age, he decided that he was going to only tell the truth and nothing but the truth. And third, he was kind to all. He decided that even if his enemies attacked him, he was not going to throw a stone back at them. If they threw a stone, he was not going to throw. So he showed kindness to his enemies. So in the end, Gandhi decides to fight a couple of unjust laws. I want to show you an example. It was called the Black Act. You cannot march. You cannot go into one province to another. So he decides to march into a province called Transvaal, and in that, tens of thousands of people walked behind him into Transvaal, and the police arrested him, threw him in prison. When Gandhi was in prison, let's see in the next page. A lot of people get agitated and they fight for him. Eventually, they release Gandhi and they also repeal the Black Act. So Gandhi, and he decides to, at that time, he has stayed in South Africa for 21 years. Gandhi came to South Africa thinking he'll stay there for 1 month, 2 months. Instead, he stayed in South Africa for how many years? 21 years. So he decided, I have, spent a long time here. I need to go back to India. I need to liberate the people there from British rule. So next, Revati ji is going to talk about that.